flashed.
5 minutes.
At 6 minutes, the yellow card will be flashed.
So that yellow card.
And finally, at 7 minutes, the red card
Yes.
will be flashed. When the red card is flashed, the speaker then has 30 seconds to wrap up and end the speech. Following each speech, a member will provide an evaluation. The purpose of the evaluation is to help one become a better speaker by discussing which part the presentation was well done, which part can be improved, and what can be done to improve. The time allowed for evaluation is 3 minutes. At 1 minute, the green card will be flashed. At 2, the yellow, and at 3, the red. Once the red card is flashed, the evaluator has 30 seconds to complete her feedback. The master evaluator, Fernando, will then share his insights in order to shorten our learning curve and teach us how to speak better. Now introducing our first speaker, we have Richard Tay. He has worked with a giant life insurance company as a district director for 35 years.
Wow.
He was top 10 agency leaders company-wide for many years.
Wow.
He has started the health drink fiber business 9 years ago. And he strongly believes in cleansing and detoxing our colon.
Yes.
He went into this business because he had very bad constipation, and doctors suspected he might have colon cancer, as he was bleeding each time he went to the toilet. The drink fiber product had helped Richard and many cancer patients and people who have digestion and bloatedness. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us invite Richard Tay to speak on why you must detox.
Not studying snack powder. Hi, good evening. Good evening. Not too long and not too short. I thought that my life is ending. Because how many of you here believe in detoxing your body? How many of you honestly say that my body needs to be rejuvenated and detox? At least once a week, or at least once a day, or once a day. So the rest of you do not believe your body to be detoxed?
Go toilet counter.
Okay. During my time when I was so stressful in my life insurance business, I thought that making money is the key. But it's not so. Reason being that when you go into the stress level to be the number one, to be a champion and make all the money that you want, you always have to sacrifice that's all your health. And the kind of food that you intake, the kind of drink that you drink. Instead of drinking plain water, I drink alcohol. I anything almost every other night. I drink coffee that the sugar is not supposed to be the normal sugar, but add more than what I asked you today. I'm sure this doctor here will agree with me. And many a time that when I start consuming something which is so uninviting to my body, it accumulates. And why I find that you and me sitting right in front of me say, oh, detox is actually just a pack of bullshit, is unnecessary. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm a health advocate right now. I really died of colon cancer because I discovered that I was purging. Each time I go to the toilet, my blood was just cooling up. And I thought there was something happening to my intestine. I went for the scope. The doctor said that you have very, very bad inflammation. At the same time, he said the kind of food that you intake is going to kill you. It's all oil stuff and all alcohol and nothing but it's all trash. So it accumulated for me for many, many years. And all of a sudden, I decided they say that your pulse are getting worse. If not, it's going to lead to even worse return. Well, they gave me no choice. I decided to go and consult the Chinese Sing I thought maybe that's an alternative because pulse, you can never heal them. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, no sickness diseases can be cured. If any doctors or scientists say it's going to be cured, even cancer, they are just misleading you. Because no diseases can be cured, it can manage. You can only manage and we took intervention. So I went for a Chinese Sing he said that I can only tie a string around your hemorrhoid, and that will take you a long, long time before it can disappear. I say that's one option that I want. And I went to the surgeon, a friend of mine, and he said that even though I cut it off, it's going to come back. It's going to be pain for a few weeks, or maybe to a month. Well, I left with no alternative. I said, look here, then in that case, let me start thinking the holistic treatment. I visited a friend of mine in Malaysia, and he introduced me a little packet like this, which I just put in and showed you just now, just threw it away. He said, why don't you bring a packet back and you just try it out. With no promises, but if you can't work it out, it's free anyway. So I brought it back, and I just, every night, religiously, I stirred and I drank it up. Less than the same day, 48 hours, I never had so good and happy ending the next morning. It works. Well, I thought that maybe some laxity, some contents that aggravate my tummy, you know. So I tried for the next 7 days. Exactly 2 weeks, my hemorrhoid disappeared. My bleeding stopped. How does it help you? And he told me one thing: stop your alcohol, stop your oily food. Even as a non-doctor, they say, why don't you stop all the intake and the diet that you're taking, and you stop there and you can see the result. And I just followed him, and religiously I took the last 14 days. Because miraculously I was recovered. Now, why I'm such a strong believer in detox? You don't believe me? Our intestines are 25 to 28 feet. You go and Google it and you can understand. One is it that I always understand the philosophy of the python. When each time he adds something, a chicken or some body inside there, and the food and the body or the content is still inside the tummy for the next 48 hours at least. Am I, do you agree what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Before it crush, here comes the food. And the blood fellow was still slipping away, and you want to eat the fellow, you just dissect the fellow, you can see that the goat or the human bodies inside the tummy is still alive. I'm not saying alive, it's still dead, but it's not crushed yet. That is exactly what our human beings are having the same problem. Whatever we have, it's not today when we evacuate, it's what we had the last few days ago. It took you quite a while to crush. You take a piece of meat or beef, it takes you at least another 2 days. You drink a cup of Coke, it takes you even another 48 hours to cleanse. So whatever that we input, ladies and gentlemen, no doctor will tell you for $25 or $45 and say, oh look here, oh because of this diet you're going to take. There are a lot of patients waiting outside for you. So what I did, I went for study, I read up, I take classes. I talked to neuro, I talked to some surgeon and said, what is that exactly intestines all about? You see, whether you believe me or not, you have to detox. So ladies and gentlemen, what's so good about this product? It's because when I went to GH not too long ago, I gave it to my auntie a few sachets, and the doctors are prescribing Prohimus. I mean, it's just some of the liquid just for purging and purpose, and it's not going to get them to, they got to take every day, you know. So I said, why don't you quietly just take mine and you just go drink it. Unbelievable. Because the food that he intake, and as a cancer patient, you know, your intestine get very sluggish. You can't go to the toilet so easily. At the end of the day, the patient next to it say, auntie, what that you're taking? I think can you give me some? I can give you a few. I don't tell the doctor, you know. The doctor give you take whatever it is. So he took a few. Ladies and gentlemen, in my own naked eye, I saw it helps the cancer patient. It helps the cancer patient. I cannot say that and endorse it. It's 100%. It helps to everybody, but it helps the cancer patient. So the poor lady came out discharged. He went to the counter, the pharmacy shop. Can I buy this cream mix? Doctor said, I'm sorry, we will sell all this here, and we cannot endorse the product, and we're not selling a pharmaceutical shop. So what I did is I sell it direct. I sell it online. I sell it to people like yourself. And you know very well that I was never a product believer. But I took it for 14 days. It helps you. What's so good about this product? It's because there's an oligo powder inside. There's serum husk. And these are all proven by doctor. It helps you to evacuate your daily bowel. Now you may think that, oh, I have no problem. You know, I can go to the toilet every day. This is not my kind of a cup of tea, or I like to drink it. Fine, fine. But I would like to tell you, whatever that you intake and whatever that you think you evacuate the same way, I trust you and you trust me. You take tonight and you find that whatever that you do tomorrow is different from what your daily. output. So ladies and gentlemen, in my conclusion, do you believe constipation problem? And you have it. If you don't go every day, at least twice a day, you have a problem. If you go once a day, you are safe. And some of them don't even go at all after once a week, or some don't even go too frequently. And you think that they have. Let me tell you, we need to detox, whether you like it or not. This is part of our life. So if you have any question later, I will give you with some sample and I'll give some brochure. If you have any inquiry, I'm around to help you. Thank you. Just 1 second. Any food fiber, if you don't stir it, it remains like that. The content will all stay afloat until when you stir it. And can you imagine, if after you stir it, you drink it, the residue still stay around the glass. What does it tell you? It's when if it goes to the intestine, the fibers, the residue still stay in the intestine. It helps you to degrade and kill the bacteria. Because that is the probiotic inside here. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Richard. After his speech, I feel that I'm very guilty for eating all that oil and alcohol, and I feel I'm ready to get everything out of my system. Now, let us invite Jerry Lee, who will present his evaluation for Richard.
When we evaluate a speech, there are three components of a speech: the verbals, the non-verbals, and the visuals. Okay? So he did not have any visuals, no PowerPoint. So actually, his speech would be more effective, very effective, if he used the PowerPoint. But he actually only used the verbals and the non-verbals. But I think his verbals and non-verbals were pretty good.
Yes.
So that's why he could deliver the speech very well. And I think many of you noticed that he has very good eye contact. He engages you. So he looked at you and then he felt very absorbed. And then he was actually very immersed in his speech.
Yes.
And his voice quality was also very good, very loud, and very, a lot of range in the tones and everything. It's quite appealing. And he uses a lot of audience engagement, means he asked you whether you had he wanted to detox and everything, so there was audience engagement. And I think he used a personal story, he tells us about his stories, and we really got engaged and got involved in his life history. And we sort of I think bought the story. So that's a very good way to try to tell your story, and it's a very authentic kind of way to sell something like that. And in his body language tells us that we actually a little bit authentic. He's authentic, we can believe it. And he also uses props which are quite effective. And the last one where he stirs and then says the thing sticks to the end, it's something like you'll stick to the intestines and then he moves his way out. Okay. Thank you very much.
Invite Fernando, who is the master evaluator.
You see, today I came to shake the hand. Right. Now, what do you think of Jerry's evaluation?
Encouraging.
Good? No good? What do you think?
Good.
Effective?
Yes.
Yeah, let's give him a big round of applause. Very good evaluation, and Richard pays
Strength.
the strengths and the recommendation, alright? Mostly recommendation. Now what we need to know is, was the speech effective?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So which part can Richard improve, which he did not touch on? Just think.
Call to action.
Yep. Call to action.
What was the price?
Yeah, that's right. So when you want to end the speech, call to action and tell us how much the cost of this. Because some people wondering if it's so effective, is it cheap or not cheap or whatever, cannot afford it. So the price should be there. And of course, availability is from you. The call to action also. Now, believe me, believe me, I have tried many times. And this is the guarantee I give you that this will be effective. Now, this is the voice you need to close the sale because this will wake everybody up. Instead of saying, you just try it and I guarantee you it's good. You know, this part, you need to raise up the voice a lot more. And your action is to move to the front and get the audience to buy in. Right? Other than that, I think he did a very good speech. All personal stories, very authentic. When you deliver a speech, if you use your own story, that will be the best. You cannot go wrong because you have tried, you have walked that road, and then you give it to us, right? So I like to congratulate Richard as well as Jerry for doing. This is the first time you do evaluation. My God, you are very good. Come, give them a round of applause. Next meeting will be the master evaluator.